Let's rock and roll.
All right, just for the record, say your first and last name, please, and spell them both for me.
José Garza, Jose Garz as in zebra A.
All right, and Jose, let's start by asking the obvious question. How did this task force initiate the addition of 2 AAPI members?
Well, we are at this point to be able to add the voices of members of our Asian American Pacific Islander community because of that community itself, because members of our Asian community raised their voices, identified a problem, they identified a gap in the way the task force was currently constituted, brought it to our attention, and we're able to work with all of us to address that and make it right.
And so what do these 2 new additions say to, 1, the AAPI community, and 2, to the community at large? What's the message?
Well, I think the most important message is that our Asian American Pacific Islander community in Travis County matters. They are an important part of the fabric of our community, and their safety and comfort in our community matters deeply to policymakers and to our neighbors. And so we are really excited to welcome them onto the task force and begin to roll up our sleeves and work with them to begin to find solutions to the hate that too many in our members of our community are confronting.
Absolutely. And so what's the progress of tracking AAPI crimes in Austin, Travis County? It's challenging, right?
It is, and I think there's a couple of important things to remember. The Travis County District Attorney's Office and County Attorney's Office prosecute hate crimes. And in fact, our office successfully prosecuted a hate crime last year, but far too often, the kinds of hate incidents that we see permeating our community don't rise to the level of criminal conduct. And so we have a responsibility, particularly in those instances, to work with our community to fashion solutions that will stop those kinds of hate incidents. And I think the voices of our Asian American Pacific Islander community are going to be really important to helping us do just that.
And so you kind of already answered this, but what are your goals by adding 2 AAPI members to this task force? Specifically, what do you hope to accomplish?
Well, we know that here in Travis County, our Jewish community and our AAPI community in particular have been targets of hate incidents. And so it is so critical to have their voices at the forefront of these discussions. I believe that our AAPI community and our Jewish community know best what changes they need to our systems. They know best what challenges they're facing. And as policymakers and as law enforcement, it is our responsibility to hear them and act on their requests and address their needs.
Jose, are Jessica and Leslie the first 2 AAPI members?
You know, that's a good question. And to be honest with you, I don't know the answer to it. They are the first 2 in a long time, in too long. But the task force has been in existence for quite some time. And I couldn't tell you, unfortunately, going all the way back.
Yeah, that's okay. I couldn't remember either. There are 70 members? It's a rather large task force.
It really is. It's a collection of law enforcement partners, policymakers, community stakeholders who monitor hate incidents and hate crimes closely to try to craft policy and law enforcement solutions to prevent hate in our community.
All right, Jose, I don't have anything else. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I do want to just add one quick thing, which is that, particularly in this month while we're celebrating AAPI heritage and the contributions of the AAPI community to our city and to our state, we have to do everything we can to reduce the number of hate incidents and to combat hate in our community. It is important that our AAPI community know that we've got their back, that we are together in all of this, and that we're not going to tolerate hate towards them or any member of our community.
Jose Garza, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really
I know you're
appreciate
busy. No,
thank you. Likewise, I hope we'll
meeting
get to visit in person soon.
Yes, yes. I was not given any help today, so this is the best I could do. I'll meet you. in
No, this
person
is
soon.
perfect, and it worked well for me. So really, really appreciate all of your help and you telling the story.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir. I'll see you later. Bye, Ismail.
Okay,
Thanks,
Take
Jenni.
care.
Bye.